Okay, I think we are on air right now. Let's wait for a minute or so to have people gathering here. Right now there's none. On air now let's wait for a minute or so. Have people gathering here. So, this was for my audio checkup, so now it's muted. For some reason it shows that there are no viewers, even though I know at least this one is there. So there might be some, but I just can't see right now whether there is someone. I will open my YouTube account as well, so that's an optional secondary channel if you want to drop me a line and if I can't see whether there is someone. It shows that one viewer is online. I think the biggest issue is to handle all the different channels of communication at the same time. It's always easy just to speak, but otherwise it's a bit complicated. Okay, now there are at least a few of you, and we will start in a minute. I will paste to the chat the information on where you will find the slides. Hello Pete. There's the link for the presentation material that's uploaded to SlideShare already. Okay, I think it's time to start, and whether you are coming later on, you will of course be able to watch this via YouTube as a recorded event. So, okay. Welcome to this YouTube live broadcast, Trainer You Can. This is for all educators who want to develop their practices and competencies in this digital world. I am Eskolius, key expert in digital learning from Finland. I work for Omnia, and Omnia is a multi-sector education provider and regional development center here in southern Finland, based on the municipality of Espoo. This presentation, I think it'll take about half an hour, and it was initially made for trainers conference in Malaysia last week. But as we had a plenary session there, a panel talk, we discussed an hour and a half. There wasn't enough time for showing this presentation right there. So I thought that as a complimentary, I will share this later on with all you Malaysians. But why not to share it with a wider audience as well? So, hello Maya, you two there. Yeah. Log in and use chat if you want to. So log in with your Google account, then you're able to use the chat as well. Okay, in this short presentation, I'd like to share with you some ideas about how to make learning meaningful. This is a keyword in my language, how it should be meaningful. But in addition to that, let's help students to adjust the changing world of work. And for trainers and educators altogether, it's important to learn new training methods and tools. I will discuss about augmented learning with digital tools and how you can share all this new information and new competencies by mentoring your colleagues. There's also some information on how to promote more effective training with learning analytics. The world is changing rapidly, and as the paradigm is shifting, it requires, from the vocational education and training point of view, not only how you prep up and upskill profession-wise, but also profession-related ICT skills, your own and students' lifelong learning skills, basic academic skills have to be up to date, and of course you need very flexible digital skills. In that sense, the world is changing very rapidly. And all this digitalization, it changes not only the way of working, but the professions as such, and the skills demand is changing, but also the ways of communication and pedagogy. When I started doing these new pedagogical and digital learning things in Omnia, let's say something like 7 or 8 years ago, one of those first projects was with our building maintenance students. And the picture depicts how we started doing online and digital learning back then with iPods. So even in such an area like building maintenance, that I thought that, okay, that is something that the digitality won't affect very much. I learned very rapidly that, oh, it's a huge issue there as well. So I've got two main points here. One is you have to make learning meaningful. You have to find ways to help your students to find context for all new skills and knowledge in their informal and contextual sense as well. Here you see Miss Annina and Mr. Oskari. They were wood artisan students here in Omnia a while ago. And while they were learning how to use wood and what to do with it, not only these wood artisan professional skills were important, but also to achieve their other goals as well. And entrepreneurial skills were very essential. For example, in the picture is Yöpinna. That's a bedside lamp that was recycled from broken chairs. And that was their mission to make the world better and earn their living and find their own place. And not only in Finland, but this example is from Rwanda. Here are wood artisan students as well on the right-hand side, and they are making a contribution for their community there. They are taking in orders and building chairs and tables and selling them, and they are learning a profession, and they are making a living and contributing their society at the same time. So that makes them feel that their learning is very, very meaningful as such. In some cases, it's not so easy to find ways to take the learning out of the classroom. And this is an example from the business and administration students, how to augment the classroom learning. They are to learn how to set up and how to run a web shop or web-based services. And we decided to create a game for them. We gamified all the process. There is a simulation of a web shop running. So by gamification, we can visualize the whole learning path, boost the competition, make it more tangible, more realistic for them, and there is more emotion, motivation during the whole learning process. And not only by having a game there, but we opted to utilize badges there as well. We have in-game badges that, as you know, in many games there are so that okay, you have achieved a level badge and you can go on to the next level and next level and so on. And in order to achieve more than only these motivational factors inside the game, we used open badges as well. So when the student achieves certain levels, they will get open Mozilla open badge kind of badges that they can take to their own portfolios as well and show their competencies, for example, when they are applying a job. Or they can those badges can be used for learning analytics, so that we can see that who and how many have achieved what kind of badges and when, etc. So all the statistics are there as well. So another example of making learning more meaningful, even though this is a artificial classroom or at home environment, but you have the emotional factors there as well. It feels like in the simulation, it feels like you are in the real business. Another example of making learning more meaningful and emotional is this blended LARP or live action role-playing game. This was for business and administration students. So they set up a fictional mall that had departments for shoes and sports, etc., etc. And it was there was a manuscript and different kinds of roles for students and teachers and all participants, and they sort of immersed themselves into this world of this department mall, having all those tasks there are for customer service and marketing and all those curved balls that all of a sudden came in and changed the arena and situation. And they played it in the classroom, but they had Facebook pages there as well for each department. And as they were open Facebook pages, even just innocent outsider Facebook users might pop into that page and ask about products. And as the students didn't know whether those who sent their questions were inside this game or outside, they had to take very seriously and very politely every customer communications. So this was one way of making it feel meaningful. So there are plenty of different ways, whether it's offline or online, to help learning to feel meaningful. And in order to use all these new kind of tools and methods and pedagogy, the teachers and trainers, you have to upskill yourself as well. So the other part of this presentation is about how to build your own capacity. First of all, of course, it's magnificent if you have the support of the learning organization there. First, the management support for development and innovation. And in many cases, it might mean that, okay, here is digital equipment for you, but I hope that the management understand that you need to provide the digital equipment with pedagogical support as well. So some kind of guidelines, tutorials, staff support, how to use these in a pedagogically sensible manner. And especially in Finland, we have rather wide and flexible avenues of progression from initial vocational programs. We work mainly in the secondary vocational education and training. So there are no dead ends. Every student can achieve, go to polytechnics, even to university, even from the vet sector as well. And if your country doesn't support this kind of a flexible system, there has to be a sense for the students that this is not the end of their process or progress in the education. And surely this means also that in order to feel that education is meaningful and it's not a dead end, you have to have the feeling for students that, okay, I'm needed in the world of work as well. So in order to secure that most of the students will find their place, there is a need for national level design to meet the labor market future needs. In addition to the organization support, your own capacity building is important as well. How you are active yourself. First of all, online there are plenty of free, open online tools and services and sites for upskilling yourself. There are massive online open courses around. Even those that might charge something for the certificate, you might enter and participate the course as such for free if you don't need the certificate. So I encourage you enroll on those MOOCs and see what kind of competencies you learn, and in order to find out how the others are doing online teaching. So that might give you ideas how to make your own online learning and teaching better. And then there are plenty of online educational resources available online. Khan Academy, YouTube, Wikipedia, whatever, you name it. Just be creative and search for material that might suit you. But then in your own capacity building, of course, all the offline upskilling is important as well. From charity work to your own entrepreneurial activities as well. And in the organization, there should be a model how the school and the educational systems have ways to assess and value all this self-learning. So how to recognize this prior learning? This is fundamental in order to have a wider and more concise upskilling program in an organization. This is an example of how we've done it in Finland. Finnish TVET trainer ICT upskilling model. We have based it on using open badges. There are something like 60 or 50 different isolated and very small kind of competencies, for example, how to use Facebook in counseling, or how to use YouTube in prior learning, or these kind of things. And when the teacher either has prior learning or wants to participate in training for these and applies for a badge, when the trainer or teacher has gotten badges enough, let's say 15 badges, he or she will achieve a bronze medal or silver medal for 25 or gold medal for 45 badges. And these medals, or actually open badges, they are linked to Finnish national standards of ICT programs for teachers. And they will signify in that way that, okay, if you have this golden one, it's known that in OPE.fi program, it equals to a certain level. And what's best with these badges is that they are not sort of symbols or icons or images, but actually the image is just the part of the metadata there is. All the data you see on the right-hand side is attached to the badge. Who has been, when and by whom it has been issued, and what are the criteria, and what is in the open application. So everything, all this detail can be shared with, for example, your employer or your friends through LinkedIn or whatever. And this, once again, serves for learning analytics purposes. So I was discussing about organizational support, your own activity, but peer mentoring is the third one I'd like to share some ideas about. Because we found out that sharing best practices among colleagues is very efficient. Usually it really pays a lot. And not only inside your own organization, but to have projects where organization-wide projects where on grassroots level there is interaction, so the teachers and trainers from different organizations meet and share those practices. And also you can change roles whenever students, for example, they might have some digital skills that you don't have. Let the students lead the pilot projects for a while and let them show their expertise. I know in many cases it's a bit difficult for teachers to let the students be there better than they are, but actually that's the meaning, that finally they will be there at least on the same level as we are. And of course teamwork methods where student mentors each other, they work very well. Finally, there's an example how we've done this in Omnia, as we have this shared pedagogical development model where we jointly share ideas and crowdsource all this pedagogical upskilling. We put up a site called oppiva.omnia.fi and two examples from there. For example, we use quite a lot of open educational resources from YouTube, as we don't do all the necessary and needed learning material in-house, or we don't buy from publishers. So for example, here in oppiva.omnia.fi we share YouTube videos. And as you know that there are hundreds or thousands useful educational videos on YouTube, how to find those? Some teachers do find, most don't. And so we set up a place here where there are all the different sectors of our education and all the different programs. There are, for example, if a chef student would like to find out useful videos for them, or the teacher would like to find, he or she might click on the chef or in Finnish kokki and find the YouTube playlist for that sector. And then again, there is a ready-made playlist available in YouTube, what to look for example. And the process behind this is that the trainers and teachers have discussed with the students that, hey, this is a learning assignment for the students, that please do find out from YouTube what might be suitable and good videos for the chef students in your own, for your colleagues and peers, and find out what are good and have some criteria and some explanation why you think this is good. So the students, it's a learning process for the students, so that they will gather a sort of list, and the teacher will check the list and prepare the final list and sends it to the Omnia library, who will in turn put this online. So now it's not that this playlist is on teachers or students' YouTube account, but the final playlist is set up by the library account, so we are sure that it will stay there. But so, we have crowdsourced all this process. Students are involved there. All the external providers of videos are giving us all the content, and these ways we can have all the online educational material. Then again, when our teachers and trainers, some of you might be online there listening right now, so you have been piloting in many cases how to use new pedagogical models or digital tools. And every now and then, for example, this picture is from last May. We have those expos, learning expos or fairs, or how do you say, seminars, where the teachers and trainers share their ideas and experiences, how they've done things. And not only that, we have here on our premises these expos, but we, for example, here we had a student making interviews of all the teachers who gave small elevator speeches, a minute or two, what they've done and what they've achieved and what pros and cons they found. And all those short videos were put together on a ThingLink image. And as you see, there are dozen or 2 dozen of those videos that can be found here. So other teachers will find those examples here later on, and we can share all the best practices handily. So there were some ideas of how to make learning meaningful, how to upskill yourself, and how to share all these ideas as such. And I hope that there were some new ideas for you. And you can find this presentation in SlideShare already. Here's the address, and it's in the chat as well. This is shared under the Creative Commons Creative Commons buy and share alike license. So you can use everything here free, and if you just mention that, okay, by the way, this was by ESCO, and if you share your own material with the same license. So I'll have a look if there is some discussion online in the chat. If you feel you'd like to share some of your own ideas or ask some clarification, please log in with your Google account and have a say in the chat. Could you provide some info on the technical side? How was the picture? Was it smooth enough? And how about the audio? Was it clear enough? Okay, works fine. Thank you. As this was my first YouTube live presentation, the idea was to test out YouTube live as well at the same time. Thank you, dears. You will find this as an offline usual YouTube file later on if needed. Thank you, Pete, Jouko, Maija, and Mikko. Okay. Most important thing is that the audio is good, because as I mentioned, you can check the slides online separately as well. Okay, thanks for your time, and drop me a line if you'd like to me or our Learning Solutions team to continue with this. Now off we go. Goodbye.